You can, if you look at the list of topics, the lecture topics, all the leaders are doing it. A step to success is already it's there. Most common topic they're talking about is A step to success. Even CEO Hunter Park, beside company introduction and auto sales master, what's the most popular topic that he's talking about? A step to success. Why they keep on repeating themselves? Why they keep on empathizing to all of us? Let's do A step to, let's follow A step to success. Why? Because it's a basic. When you start Atomy, yes, people ask, how do we start Atomy? Yes, you need to use the product and you need to share. Yes, that's something we all need to do. But if you want to do the business, you need certain structure. And this is a step. This is the roadmap. You can take it on. Okay. Even if nobody really guiding you, like you have a sponsor, but a sponsor cannot really lead you or tell you what to do. Don't worry. It's your business. So take a responsibility of this business and just find out more information. And if you don't know which way to go, just follow A step to success and just check out, am I really doing all those steps correctly? Okay, so you know all the 8 steps. So first one, set goals. We say it all the time. So you don't know how to set goals, not to worry. That's why Atomy create a system, the tool, life scenario. And if you don't have a life scenario booklet, you can ask me. If you live here in Toronto, I can send you. But if you want to do it meeting, you can just go to Atomy Canada website or Atomy Philippines anywhere website. You can create your own life scenario. And life scenario, you don't create it when you start a business and don't just do it once. Something you can do it regularly because your dream will change. When you just first started it, you will probably create certain goals. But when you do Atomy for a month or Atomy for an year, your goals, dreams will change. So you need to edit your life scenario. Just go back. And just by looking back, oh yeah, I had this goal. Oh, okay. So this is one tip too. When you know that your motivation, your passion for Atomy is kind of dying out, your energy kind of feel drained, what you need to do, go back and read out your life scenario. Oh yes, I had that goal. Oh, I promised myself that I'll give out 1,000 monthly, a monthly allowance for my parents. Okay, Atomy is hard, but I want to make their goal come true. So that's why you're going back and you're trying to move forward, creating a life scenario, creating a certain goal. It's a number one step because without the certain goal, no motivation, right? I mean, it's like a fuel to your engine. You need to keep on putting the gas for you to move out. You need a goal. So you need to keep on remind yourself, what types of goal do I have? So don't forget to create a life scenario. And I loved it when I first joined Atomy, when I saw the CEO Hunter Park talking about what is a definition of success to all of you. Because to me, even before studying Atomy, to me, definition of success is rich. I mean, that was like easy definition of becoming success. And I think it was kind of framed like that in a society. Like, okay, if you're rich, you're successful. That's how they define it. But when I joined Atomy, they define success differently. And that's what I kind of fall in love with this business too. Balanced life equal to successful life. What is only becoming rich, like living a wealthy life? You live well, and at the same time, you love one another. You'll know, without having a loving heart, without helping your partners, you know that you won't be able to get the level you want. You won't be able to reach that $50,000 residual income. So live well, love one another, learn. That's plug into system. You need to keep on coming and learn new things. And from what you have learned, something you can share to your partners, you can help your business to grow and contribute. Amazing, isn't it? This is what CEO Hunter Park doing it already. And he, as a role model, we can just duplicate him. So live well, love, learn, and contribute. So once your goal is set, where many people hesitate to do Atomy or not, number 2, commitment. This is where you are really telling yourself, you have to tell yourself, I will become successful with Atomy. You need to tell yourself that you will become successful with Atomy. With Atomy, I want to change my life. You need to make a commitment. So once you make a commitment, what you need to do, you need to clear out certain priorities. Okay, I I know most of you are working full time, then you need to make a work schedule. So I'm working 9 to 5. So when I get home, this is what I usually do. So my only free time is when I usually watch Netflix, when I usually, do some other like gamings. Okay, so let me cut down those hours. So instead of spending the time for my personal pleasure or relaxing time, let me focus on Atomy. Commitment. That's a commitment. Because without commitment, even if you have a goal, you won't be putting into action. You have such a big goal, but without strong commitment, you won't be able to reach the level. You won't be able to go to the finishing line. So once you create a goal, you made a commitment. I'm willing to pay the opportunity cost. Yes, I won't be able to enjoy my life as used to be. I cannot play golf, or I cannot hang out with my friends like before. But 2 to 3 years, I will just focus on Atomy. By doing that, we will get the reward. By paying that opportunity cost, we'll be able to create the income that we want. So making a commitment with yourself that I believe that I will become success in Atomy. And if you listen to many of the motivational speaker, you will also hear that. Don't mention, oh, I'm not sure whether don't make such a statement, because what you said might become true. So if you say, maybe she can make 50,000, but maybe not me, why not? Believe in yourself that you'll be able to create $50,000. Don't think about the abilities that you have right now. Maybe you have a certain ability, you haven't really fully reached it out. So believe yourself that you will become Imperial Master and you will earn $50,000. So once the commitment is done, so number one, number two, to me, it wasn't that hard. To me, it was the easy part. 1, 2, because even before I started, I knew, okay, residual income, this is where I go for it. So to me, it was easy. To me, number 3 was the hard part, because I didn't really have people to contact. And when I look at, when I listen to CEO Hungry part, it was my mistake too, because I only think about the people who I think they can use the product and who I think they will do that business. But always remember, what is it? Law of your mind. If I knew this when I started Atomy, probably easier. But CEO Hungry part didn't talk about it at the beginning. Law of your mind. So I have a certain list of the people that I will share Atomy. And you know what I usually do? Okay, so tomorrow when I meet that person, I'm going to introduce this way, that way. Oh, but she's a bit picky. So what if she say no? So I'm creating all the scenario even before I'm meeting her. So I have a certain, so when I wake up, you know what? I create a scenario, but as a conclusion, maybe I shouldn't introduce to her. So I make my own decision even before asking. But through the years of doing it at me, I learned my own ways. My only job is to introduce. I don't make a decision for them. Whether they want to buy them, whether they want to do a business, decision is theirs. And I shouldn't be scared of their answers, whether say yes or no. My job is done. I share the good product and I share the good business opportunity. If they cannot spot, or if they don't have an eye to see it as an opportunity, oh, I feel sorry for them, but still, I did my part. That's the only thing I need to do. I don't make a decision for them. And when I make a list up, it's not the only person that I know. So when I hear CEO Hungry Parts lecture 2006, I believe 2016, he changed a little bit of how he talked. But when you're making a list, make a list of anybody who can use the product. Because at first, the one mistake that I made is I thought I would only contact the people who will do Atomy business, who I can convince to do Atomy business. But Atomy is a consumer marketing. Even if people doesn't want to do Atomy, that's perfectly okay, as long as they want to use the product. That's magic, and that's a secret too. Okay, many people say other MLM. Yes, Atomy is hard too, but compared to other MLM, why we have more opportunities? Because the consumer base. When I share to 10 people, all the 10 people will say, no, I don't want to do Atomy business. Oh, I don't want to do MLM. Oh, that's okay. But are you willing to change your toothbrush? Are you willing to change your shampoo? If their answer is yes, it's winning already. And once they try the product and once they see how amazing this company, they might change their minds later. At least I win them as a customer. So making a contact list. So you made a goal, you made a decision that you want to become successful with Atomy, you create a contact list. And if you're not really sure how to create a contact list, you always have a sponsors, outlines, reach out, right? So don't stress yourself, oh, how can I come up with a contact list? What should I do? Like, who should I contact? Always seek for help. And in because once you have a certain list of the people that you want to introduce Atomy, and what you need to do, you need to invite them, join, come to the meeting, or just introduce a product. That's an invitation. So you just, at least you need to create an appointment with them. So invitation, just make an appointment. So not really, I mean, if you have a certain list, you will have a different way of inviting them, right? So even that one, you can consult, you can discuss with your sponsors too, because they have experience. They went through different ways. And what do? Once you make an appointment, now you make a decision. Now you make a decision, what should I share to those people that I invite? You share one of them. If you know the person's profile, so, you know, when you create a contact list, when you invite them before the meeting, that's our own assignment. Before the meeting, we have to do our research of that person. Have done MLM before. Okay, then we go over compensation and Atomy vision. Okay, this person doesn't really business, interested in health. What do you do? You introduce about the product. Oh, there's a hemoheme. It's good for immune boost. It will protect your body from dangerous pathogens. So you will know, share, because not everybody wants to sit an hour, hear everything from you, because probably they don't want to hear about the compensation. So do your diligence of, you know, analyzing the member you're going to they have what types of job, what types of free time they have. So if you have those information, you'll probably know what information you need to share to them. And after you explain the business, and one more thing, people think that they cannot do number 5 because they are not a good presenter. It's not a matter of good presenter or not. No one is really born as an amazing presenter. People build their skills. You know, even the people who are motivational speakers, if you hear their, you know, the previous life stories, some people say, oh, I was a very shy person. Oh, I didn't know how to speak in front of people. But situation make them to become a motivational speaker. Situation make them become the person who they are right now. So if you want to make a success in Atomy, believe me, you will learn how to present and you will find a way to share Atomy. And if you keep on saying that, oh, I don't know how to share, which means your desire to become successful in Atomy, it's not strong. Even people who, I used to be a very shy person too, but I even talk to stranger because I really want to become successful in Atomy. So how we change in Atomy, that's another vision that we can share to our, you know, like our close contacts. So this is one of the things you can share the business, and after explain the business, what do you do? And after explain the product, what do you do? Follow up. I repeatedly mentioned that this is the one thing that I really didn't do it properly. That's why I lost many consumers that I got and some business partners that I signed up after hard convincing. I didn't follow up because I thought, this is what I thought. Oh, it's online business. So I help them sign up. I introduce, I make them understand what is Atomy. So I spent 3 hours, 2 hours explaining what is Atomy. So they say, okay, Eric, I want to sign up. From the moment they say they want to sign up, in my mind, okay, my job is done, which is a mistake. Actually, my job starts from the time they say, okay, Eric, I want to sign up. My brain kind of shut down. Okay, my job is done because they say they want to sign up. So only thing I need to do, help them sign up. Sign up, and I just need to give their Atomy ID, then, you know, let them order, let them do. But I learned it from hard way that people who use a product or people who say yes to Atomy business, I need to keep in touch with them, because including myself, I didn't know anything about Atomy. If people are self-learner, if they are willing to go to a website, or they are, you know, if they are going to YouTube and all those information doing business, good. But not many people are doing that way. So until they become independent with this business, we need to spend our time following them up, giving informations. So follow up not only applies to the consumers, follow up also applies to your business partners. When they start Atomy, it's like babies. They don't know. In their mind, they have goal. oh, that's me. I want to make $50,000, but something is missing in between. They really don't know what to do. That's where we need to fill it in. Okay, so when you contact the customer, probably you can do it this way, and then when you introduce him, maybe you can try this way. So you can make them feel comfortable of sharing that key to business. I was doing okay from number 1 to 5, but my brain shut down after 5. Okay, my job is done. That's what I thought. But follow up is most important. See, I always mention like 48-hour rules. So when you share the product, if you know that your member actually have purchased the product, call them back 48 hours. I mean, you don't need to call. I share several instances where I got, unpleasant responses. So I usually text message, or, there are a lot of like social. So I text message them whether they have tried a product or if they like the product, or if they have attended any of our sessions, or if they have attended a Tuesday Atomy business seminar. I asked them, oh, how did you like it? Which part just like, did you understand? If you want to have any other private sessions, I'm more than welcome to book a time for you. So at least following up, they also know that they are being looking after. So follow up, most important. And number 7, don't expect your sponsors to know all the answers. Because even sponsors, they learn Atomy through their own experiences. But since they did, even the one day before they did Atomy, they probably have more experiences, or even just one more story, they heard more stories than yourself. So if you having a hard time, or if you struggle a little bit, or you're not really sure which direction, just seek out. Even if your sponsor won't be able to give you the answer you're expecting or give you the clear direction, but at least instead of you having the stress on your own, at least you can share. So maybe you get a consultation by consulting your sponsor. Maybe some sponsors can give you the right answer, or your sponsor can give you some ideas which you never thought about. So just reach out. And through the consultation, you'll be able to build up trust, and you'll be able to create that strong bond between you and your sponsors. And that relationship is really important in Atomy business, because we're not just doing this business for 1 or 2 years. We're gonna stick together for all of us to reach Imperial Master and 50,000 monthly residual income. Okay, last one. Oh, the last thing in the consultation. So same thing. So duplication. If there is no duplication, you'll be doing business by yourself. And if you are doing business by yourself, probably Auto Sales Master will be the highest level probably you can go. Because if you understand Atomy compensation plan, and if you can picture it out, Atomy's compensation plan, Sales Master, what you just need a volume. So if nobody really duplicating, but you are doing Atomy business really eagerly, passionately, that you share to thousands of people, you have a lot of consumers, yes, you can be Auto Sales Master. But we are not here just to be Auto Sales Master. That's a starting. You should always know. Some people think, okay, Auto Sales Master, I'm done. No, Auto Sales Master, it's another beginning. Yes, Sales Master is a starting of your Atomy actual business. Once you become Sales Master, your next goal is Auto Sales Master. But Auto Sales Master is not our final destination. Once you become Auto Sales Master, that's the time you go more crazy and make more Sales Masters of your partners. That is while we're doing Atomy to create a residual income. This is the starting level of residual income. This is not the end. So for you becoming Auto Sales Master, that is the starting time of you getting a residual income. So we're talking about $50,000. In order for you to make $50,000 residual income, you need to learn how to make $2,000 to $4,000 Auto Sales Master income as a start. So if you do that, what do? You want to duplicate yourself. You want to duplicate many of your partners do the same thing. So together we can grow as a big team, and then that will lead us to reach the level we want, and then we can earn the desirable $50,000 monthly income, residual income we want. So without duplications, we won't be able to consider Atomy business as a big business. So if your goal is just to become an Auto Sales Master, duplication not required. But still, if your goal is just the Auto Sales Master, it will be hard for you to create a victim too, because maybe your goal is to only your partners, probably that's not their goal. They want to go higher. So yes, for them working hard, you can become auto sales master. But if your goal is only auto sales master, you're not being a right guide, or you're not being a right role model for your partners. Maybe your partners have joined Atomy because they want to make the $50,000 residual income. And we are making auto sales master status because of all those lovely partners and the consumers. So duplication, let's take the road, like let's go there first, and then let's duplicate, let's help our partners to duplicate the same process.